Dear friends, the machine I'm going to do in this video would be BTRSys V1 on the Vulnhub. The link will be added into the description section below so that you can download and play this machine by yourself if you want. Before we move forward, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like below. You're greatly appreciated. So without further ado, let's just get started. We can switch into the Kali Linux VM. Above all, we need to discover the IP address of the target. Of course, the precondition here, we need to configure the two machines. I mean, the Kali Linux and the target is in the same network or attached to the same network. The utility I'd like to use is net discover, as you can see, and I can auto-complete this command. Press enter. Finished. The net discover failed to identify any machines. So we need to use its alternative, which is nmap. I always use this command or this technique as the second way to discover the IP address of the target. As you can see, I use the option of -sn, which stands for host discovery. Let's press enter. Yeah, this machine, this IP address should belong to the target machine, 137. Then we have to do the port scanning with a map. To save time, I've already done that earlier. So for now, we just get out the result of the map scanning. As you can see over here, I used the options like scene scan, the version scan, the default script scan, followed by the -p- to do the comprehensive scan, and then option of the PN not to do the live testing with the target, and then use option of ON to output the result into this file. Although the IP address has been changed a bit, from the map scanning, we can tell that the target has 3 open ports. The first one is 21, which is running FTP service and also the version information. And the default script scanning of the FTP can tell that the target allows anonymous login. Later, we can check this manually. And the second open port is 22, which is running SSH service and also the version information. As we know, because we have already done a lot of CTF machines, this version doesn't have any vulnerability except username immersion vulnerability, which is not what we are interested in. The last one is 80, which is running HTTP service and also the version information, Apache 2. So what we are going to do next, we need to do immersion with the FTP service first, because as I mentioned in the other videos, if the target has a service running like file sharing service, for example, like FTP service, the Samba service, or NFS service, such services should become the first target to emirate. So this case should be the FTP service. And we can log in to the target via FTP. Press enter. We can use anonymous as username. Password, no password. Leave blank. And we can go ahead. As you can see, login successful. And we can list files, nothing at all. Nothing, empty. And of course, can we navigate across different directories? For example, can we navigate to home directory? Fail to change directory. So now we just exit from the FTP session. We cannot do anything with anonymous login. And next we can use such a sprite utility to see whether we can find the vulnerability for this version. No results. All right, I think almost everything has been done in terms of FTP service. So now we need to move forward to the HTTP service. And we can launch our browser or Firefox to do the immersion manually first. And we can put the IP address of the target into the address bar. Press enter. Yeah, it's loading. Very simple page. Return from the target. And there are two links. And the first one, I don't know which language is used by this site. Maybe later we can use translator, the Google translator, to help us to translate. Okay, so for now we can check the source code of this page, which doesn't reveal anything important. Now we go back and we can click this first link. This just is the home page of this site, and we can go to the second one, click. Yeah, we got the page back. Very weird message. Pentest. I think this useless message, and we can check source code of this page. Nothing important at all. Next, we can check whether this site has robots file. Not found. Next, we can use Nicto to do the automatic immersion. Nicto can give us information by many aspects, not many, several aspects of the web application. For example, like version information, the header information. No, we know that the server is running PHP, and even the version of the PHP. Of course, if this version has vulnerability or exploit, the Nicto also can tell us. And the config login, maybe we can access such a file, config. Nothing returned. Login.php. Login.php. Okay, Greece, yup. And we can try to use admin as username, and the second field must be password field, admin, and also admin. Login. Field. Yeah, there is pop up. Maybe some raw message. We can paste. We can copy and use the Google translator. Okay, you are trying wrong user information. That's just what we expected, right? In most cases. Okay, so before we try to bypass this login panel, I'd like to do the directory immersion first with GoBuster. The IP address, the word list. I always use GoBuster word list directory, and extension option PHP, HTML, text, press enter. We got some config.php. We have already checked earlier. JavaScript assets. Maybe we need to access this directory assets. Nothing interesting like CSS, fonts, image. Not important at all. JavaScript, a lot of JavaScript code or files, and some of them are for Bootstrap and the uploads. Nothing at this moment in this directory. I don't think GoBuster can discover anything else in terms of directories or files. So I'd like to interrupt here. It's time to go into or dive into this login panel. Maybe we can use the login bypass technique. We can all 1-to-1. Greece, we got the same error. So we need to check the source code of this page. And we can scroll down. Here there is custom script function control. And we can get the element, the user field, get the value. This code is very easy to understand. And then this is a new variable, and we'll use substring function to get the last from the get the index of the attr. So this function just extract the last part of the user field, right? Or user name value. And if password is equal to single quote, then we'll alert. So what's this? We can copy. Hack attempt. So we cannot use the single quote, just a single quote. Else if this variable string is not equal to this one, and give you the error. We have already know this error message, right? So next, I think we need to copy this as suffix in the username field. We can copy and we can put in here. So we go back to the here. We can enter, put it in here, and the password. We can use the login bypass technique for the password field. Okay, we can copy. So we apply the login bypass technique in the password field. We can copy and paste in here. Nothing, right? Although, to be expect parameter 1 to be my circle result. Although we have already logged in, however, we cannot do anything, right? So we go back. Login. Maybe we still need to try to use the bypass technique for the username field. We can do by this one. We can copy this. it's retrieving bootstrap code, which will take a bit of time. Okay, all right. Now we can put in here, oh, not this one, the mean eta, and then password. Login, not correct. We need to do it again. The password, I think this can work, this technique. We need to try it again. Greece, resend. Interesting. Maybe I need to sort it out before we move forward. Okay, see you then. Okay, come back. I come back. The problem has been solved. This is my mistake, what I made earlier. So we can use this as username as the earlier. And the password field, we can use this bypass technique. Password or anything, or one, just one single equal, and dash dash we can copy and put in here. As you can see, we can log in without problem now. So then we can, as you can see over here, we can upload the file, right? In other words, we can upload the PHP reverse shell file. We can copy from my toolsets directory, and we need to do some modification. We need to change this IP address to Kani Linux. As always, I'd like to change port number to my favorite one. Now we go back, we can browse, navigate to the working directory or supported types. It means that the client has some control which doesn't allow us to upload the PHP file. So we can get in more information or confirm this point by right-click Inspect and go to Browse. As you can see, accept GPG, PNG. Of course, such a client-side control can be easily bypassed. We can use BTRSys to do that. And how to do? We can set the proxy to BTRSys and launch our BTRSys. In the meantime, we can copy shell to the another file. This file, we use the PNG as extension, which is acceptable by the client-side control. Okay, so now it's updating BTRSys. Okay, it's loaded. Start BTRSys. Make sure the intercept option is on. And then we go back to the browser, select this file, and this should be, I don't know what it means, but this is click or upload. Before we forward this request, we need to recover the extension or change the extension back to the PHP. because at this point we have already bypassed the client-side control of the browser. So now we can forward and we can copy. I think there will be no error, right? Oh, not this one. Not this one. I need to copy this string or message. So file uploaded. So where the uploaded file is, do you remember? During the directory enumeration stage, we have already discovered uploads directly. This file should be there, and we can set up the listener on the Kali Linux first. Now we can go to the browser, access this uploaded file, uploads and shell.php. Yeah, we forward. As you can see, we got the shell or initial foothold on the target. Then we can spawn the bash session by Python. Python 2 is there, and then we can import pty module, pty spawn bash. And the next we need to do some local enumeration to make lateral movement or privilege escalation. Nothing interesting inside this home directory. Now we can go to, during the menu enumeration stage, we need to navigate across the common supports or frequent supports. For example, OPT, there is Python script permission denied, and we can go to the var directory, go to the backups subdirectory, nothing there, and we can go to the www, go to the HTML directory. Yeah, there is config.php, always such a file, or this file contains credentials, right? PHP. Yeah, it contains credentials for the database collection. Wonderful. And we can use MySQL client 2, and the userlib is root, and the password is 2. We are in, and we can show databases. Yeah, this database is our target to enumerate. We can use, and we can show tables with this database. Only one table with this database from user. Yeah, we got the entries of the table back. So what is this? This is password. We can copy. Yeah, this is the word, maybe password. So maybe we can use this as password to switch our shell to the root user. It deserves our try, right? And ASD 123. It does work, and then we can navigate to root directory. We do not need to retrieve root flag. So that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day.